arm now coming back to its fully retracted position. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. Guidance is internal. 10, 9, ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower cleared.
You can fact check
Credibility
him,
gap.
fact check him.
Get her out of here!
I'm beginning to smell a big fat commie rat.
The fact is, we have 4 dead Americans.
Redesignated as the crummy moronic.
There was some schizophrenic psychopath.
The basket of deplorables. The racists.
Where white folks' greed runs a world in need.
The
race baiting to make our
Monkey paradise, brother.
New York City.
Absolutely false.
The best country that's possible. And the Democrats are throwing the election away. For what? An inadequate
Typical white person.
Who would not have been running had it not been a white woman.
That's a pig.
Sexist.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate.
Speak up.
It was wrong.
Can't hear you play what?
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Any of them savvy English? You wait till you stick pinko
I believe
I'm a
that
chicken
marriage
hawk and you're my
is
victim.
not
Have you
just
always been a
bond,
chick?
but
I mean,
sacred
I don't want to
bond
offend
between
you,
a
but-
man and a woman.
Very generous. Very
We
generous.
need a nominee who can pass
It's not staying in his house.
test.
Because you'd be in jail.
He's a fine man.
I'm here to tell you all that life as you know it has ended.
Put a lot of coal
Credibility
miners
gap.
and coal companies out of
In
business.
this campaign, the nation has had to forgive you early and often.
Those gym muscles aren't scaring anybody, bro.
Remember, you're fighting for this woman's honor, which is probably more than she ever did.
What difference
I know
at this
nothing.
point does it make? The fact is, we had
I
4
always
dead
tell a fool.
Americans.
Even when I lie.
Hey, I got an idea.
Shut up, I don't want to hear it.
Classic approach to the problem, if I do say so.
This is the Brotherhood of Liberty.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to the internet.
This is our first podcast. That's also a video cast. I am Jim Baldini,
John Baldini.
and we together are the
The
Baldini
Brotherhood.
brothers.
Oh man,
Oh.
screwed me up already. I thought we were gonna say we're the Brotherhood of Liberty. That's what you always say.
Yeah,
We're the-
okay, you
All
want to
right.
try? We are the Brotherhood of Liberty. Yeah.
And we are the Brotherhood of Liberty.
Oh.
Oh, forget it. Let's just move on. All right.
So
Are we back?
we are back.
We're back on the interweb.
We are solid. We are here.
Is Sussex County Patriot back?
The Sussex County Patriot is back.
How long have we been gone?
Over a decade, brother. Over a decade.
It can't be a decade.
It's over a decade since we had a
Since the
podcast.
war?
Since the war, yeah.
Well, the war's still going on.
Yeah, Fraternitium Libertatis, the Brotherhood of Liberty.
All right, now you got the Brotherhood of Liberty. All right, what was that stuff you were saying in the beginning? All right, let's go. What's next?
Where have we been for the last 10 years?
All
What's
right.
been
Well,
going
you
on?
introduce yourself. Who are you?
I am James Baldini.
And what's your expertise to be on the interweb? Exactly. Why should we listen to you?
Well, I have a master's degree in school leadership. I also have a degree in teaching, and I've been teaching I've been in schools for over 2 decades, but I've been almost 2 decades, and I've been in social services and schools for almost 30 years.
What's your
My professional degree is social studies, and
I thought you had a history
education
degree.
What's that?
I thought you had a history degree.
A history degree, and with education.
One of these days
It's
I'm
an
going to ask
education.
you.
Actually, it's an education degree for social studies.
One of these days I'm going to ask you, what is social studies?
Just what it sounds like. Studying in society.
So you do sociology instead of history?
No, you have to teach history in order to understand society.
Yeah, but what is social studies versus history? How come they don't just call it history?
Well, because history is about what happened, where social studies talks about things like geography and the 5 themes of geography.
Oh, history talks about that. There's all kinds of fields of history.
Yeah, it's interactive, but I think social studies is the art of teaching history.
I don't know. I'm old school. I'm gonna go with history. So actually what you are is a history teacher. You've been a history teacher for
For a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah, for a long time.
All right, so it means you have expertise. So I guess we should be listening to you.
What's your expertise, brother?
Well, I've done every crappy job that you can imagine. Currently, I am a defense attorney in Philadelphia. I have 9 kids, 1 through 9. Currently divorced, looking for a new Mrs. Baldini, so I can start over again, get another 9 kids. What do you think? Maybe not. Not a good idea. But currently a defense attorney in the Philadelphia area. Come up to visit from Sussex County. Since then, I guess I don't think what were we doing at the beginning? It was really 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was over 10 years ago that
had I passed the bar by then?
I don't think so. I think you were in the process of passing the bar.
Since then, I've been a successful defense attorney. I can toot my own horn about that. I have a full acquittal on first degree murder. So I got that going for me, you know. But other than that,
plus, if I remember correctly, your job is very much dealing with everybody who really needs help. It's not just
I have a great job.
It's not just helping them with court. They have all kinds of other problems.
But I guess but besides that, though, my number one expertise is I'm the father of 9 kids. So number 1's doing really well, business school. Number 2 is assistant district attorney in the local Philadelphia area. Number 3 is she got a degree from Temple. You know, we'll have to talk about Bill Cosby one of these days. Oh, what a shame! But she has her business degree. She actually has a degree in directing. Number 4 down in the 82nd Airborne. So we're proud about the boy. Yeah. Army, go Army. That's his nickname. We now call him Army because he's in the Army. Yeah. It's original. But number 5 is going to Chestnut Hill. And she's doing well. Number 6 is going to Delaware County Community College, so she's doing well too. 2 in high school, and it's not missing and a baby. I'm missing somebody. Is that right? That's 9.
2. Yeah, you said 2.
That's what I've been doing for the last number of years.
All right, brother. Well, me, I've been just taking care of my kids. You know, my daughter's sick. She has autoimmune encephalitis, and we've been trying to deal with that and take care of her. My son, he's doing great. He's going to county, looking to get some automotive stuff done, and you know, we're making our way, cutting our way through life. That's all that we can do.
What was Sussex County Patriot before? What did we do before?
We did podcasts more. We didn't do video casts. We did more podcasts. So a lot of what we did interviews. We did our shows.
Interviews
like this.
of who?
What's that?
Interviews of who?
We've done interviews with Guy Gregg. We've done interviews with...
I love Guy. Guy was great.
Steve Oroho.
Yeah.
We did one with Gary Chisano, I believe, right? And Mike Strada.
So you were a political force in Republican Party?
I wouldn't call us a political force. I would say that we were involved.
Patriot.
I'd say we were involved.
It was journalism, frontline journalism.
Frontline journalism. Yeah, I'd say we were involved. But you know, I don't believe
right when the interweb began.
But you know, media's job isn't. I don't see media as being something that should be used. I think history has over the last 200 years since Washington, if not before, media has always been used to sway the public. I don't think we have a force. Even historically, even Queen Elizabeth used William Shakespeare's plays to talk about history or to talk about and convince people of certain attributes, such as Richard III. Remember Richard III?
You Shakespeare, man. You Shakespeare.
Yeah. No, I mean...
You Braveheart, Michael. You Braveheart.
Well, Richard III was made to be look like... our mother taught us this.
You Shakespeare. You Shakespeare, James. You Shakespeare.
Richard III didn't have a humpback, but according to the play, he was this humpback monster. And in reality, he was a fighting king. He carried a sword and used it and died using it.
All right, I'm going to call us journalists. Interweb journalists.
All right, I'll take it.
Are we interweb journalists?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, what the reality is that our influence is influenced, in educating people, not swaying them to believe who we think they should believe.
Are we a safe space?
Of course, brother.
For? Of course. What are we a safe space for? snowflakes?
No, we're a safe space for everybody. Listen, our truth is the truth.
We believe in love. Free love, free trade.
Our truth is the truth. That's what it comes down to. I mean, it's not like we're making stuff up. Unlike some people, we tell the truth. We have a real, valid view. That's what it comes down to. I got a joke for you, brother.
Okay, what's the joke?
I was supposed to tell this beginning, but the joke is the devil challenges Jesus to a essay writing contest, and the two of them sit down at a computer and they're typing away and they're going at it for hours and hours, and the time limit's just coming up, and all of a sudden all the power goes out, computer's shut down, everything's done, and it reboots. Just power, it happens. We lose power a lot here in Sussex County. So power goes out, and a few minutes later power comes back on, and everything the devil had written was gone. And Jesus just puts in a few things, prints it out, hands it in, and the devil's crying foul. This can't be. How could you have done this? This is wrong. I don't believe this. Why are you doing this? The devil's the devil. The devil's always, trying to stir trouble up. So the devil was trying to stir up trouble. And so he challenged Jesus. He said, how could you have done this? How could this have happened? And he looks at him and says, Jesus saves.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good, James. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Jesus saves.
Jesus saves.
I got a joke for you. I don't think you're recording. I can see your screen.
No, it's recording.
Oh, it doesn't look like it. Look.
It's recording. See, it's a little thing right there.
But look at the picture.
The picture, that's what the picture looks like.
So you can't tell?
Can't tell.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're fancy, footloose and fancy food,
right.
Joe.
So with your new fancy format, and I object for the record, because I think we have faces for the radio.
This is court.
All right. I think I object to it, but with your new fancy format here, what are we going to be doing?
Well, hopefully we'll talk about some local politics, and
so we're informing.
We're informing about local politics. We're going to be talking about national politics. We're going to be talking about as timely matters as we can, because the goal is to be able to put stuff out once a week. And a lot of it has to do with time, but I think we can.
Because you're not going to get any information actually from the
there's no
propaganda media.
Well, there's no clear. You get information, but is it reliable?
No, it's all propaganda. You won't get informed about other things.
And some of it you gotta cut your way through the weeds. It's not like there aren't gems. It's just like when you're digging for gold, or you're digging for diamonds, or you're gonna find the gems, but you just gotta dig for it. And the information is there if you can find it.
So here we are up in beautiful, what are we calling this now? Fortress Independence?
Fortress Independence.
Fortress
yeah.
Independence?
Fort Independence, yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to be doing interviews? We'll be taking it on the road and doing interviews?
If we can. This is a pretty hard setup to set up.
And you're going to be going, it's a lot harder than the other.
Notice our flag in the back, John.
Yes, so you have the
symbol.
symbol.
We should talk about our mementos here behind us.
Where'd you get the, I have gifts. Where'd you get the flag from? This is the old flag, right?
The design is our original design. It's our intellectual property.
And if I remember correctly, it was from the Philadelphia State House seat, chair, where Franklin says...
Where of course the historical is Washington's chair when they're sitting there and talking about the construction or the Constitution.
After signing the Constitution, and Franklin makes it
a rising sun or is it a setting sun?
He makes the comment
because on the back of the Washington's chair was a sun that had the rays coming off of it, much like the blue sun we have here with the red and white rays coming off the back of the sun.
So that's Sussex County Patriot is that's our symbol then.
So it is our symbol. It was our symbol 10 years ago. And
damn, 10 years! I can't believe
it. When we first started, this is our original intellectual property, and we are using that as that, and also now we have a new one with the Brotherhood of Liberty tree in it. I don't know if you saw that from the opening.
Yeah, the new opening.
Yeah, so that is also our intellectual property as well.
All right, so we're going to do interviews. Going to be segments on information. We're going to add some ballistic stuff too, right?
Yep, we're going to have a segment on ballistics.
Because our father, of course, is Luigi Baldini.
Which, by the way, he's in our picture right here, And then we have his flag that was draped over his coffin as well.
And we have to pass on some of the information. So we'll be doing gun sections.
Yeah.
On ballistics, why the AR is a citizen rifle versus the AK, which is the peasant's rifle, and why ARs are better than AKs. And we'll be doing some gun stuff. And what else? What other topics are we gonna do?
Our topics, we mentioned local. We mentioned
local.
We mentioned national. And international. We're going to be talking about international affairs as well.
Okay, and law and politics too, right?
Law and politics and history.
And history.
We can do history as well.
So we're a safe place for conservatives?
We're a safe place for everybody. In fact, I'm telling you, John,
snowflakes can come?
I have my personal belief is simple. I think that, we as conservatives and as partial libertarians, because I've been described as a libertarian, I believe that our point of view is more universal than than the media will allow to be told. We
are the silent majority.
Well,
silent no more.
But I think
thanks to the interweb.
I think the truth of the matter is what we believe in is what a lot of people believe in. But we've been castigated, we've been destroyed, we've been ripped apart, we've been mocked, we've been made fun of because it's easier for you to demonize. And history tells us that you can go look at history all over. You demonize when you want to try to control people.
And with that, James, I've brought you gifts.
Here we go.
Wait a minute, I can't reach because, look, you got me on the interweb now. Hooked up to the...
Can't leave the screen. Can't leave the screen, brother.
How many Boldini brothers are there? Well, there's a lot. But...
they're ever expanding, especially if you're planning on starting another tribe, brother.
Hey James, here, look, I got you some gifts. Look, a book.
A book.
Now, how are you gonna hold that up to the screen?
There we go.
But look, it's inscribed.
It's inscribed. Is it got mounds?
Open it. You have to open it.
It's not socialism. Bad word. I keep telling you. Bernie Sanders on honeymoon, May 1988. Moscow. Oh, this is from him.
See? You got it wrong. It's not socialism, damn it.
I keep
It's not communism, damn it.
Yeah.
So see, that's the meaning of communism. Yes. From Bernie Sanders.
Signed in Moscow in 1988. Good thing he got that in just in time. Huh?
When he was there, right? When he was there on his honeymoon.
The Union of Soviet Socialist Republic.
Right. So I don't know if you figured that out.
Just so that we're, not.
No. I think it was in the library book there. James, I think the one got stolen. You just admitted a felony on the record.
There's no library mark there.
That looks like a library mark to me.
The book. It says the book of every book has this. This book is property of. It's probably
all right. It doesn't have
a used book there.
Okay.
See, it says
but look,
it right there.
It's Bernie Sanders' personally signed copy of the meaning of communism.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, how often are you going to find that?
In the meaning of communism, yes.
How often are you going to find a book like that?
Yes. It's not socialism, damn it. Yes.
It's not socialism, damn it. Communism is not socialism, according to him.
John, I have no gift for you.
Oh, well, I have another one, James. I have another one. Okay.
Oh, boy.
This is a special copy I found at Borders, which is no longer around anymore, right?
I never see those anymore.
It's a shame. For $1, but it had to be picked up because once I saw this, I said, "This is for James. This is for you."
All right. By Philip Roth. I married a communist.
It's also inscribed. I saw an inscription on that.
Oh.
But yes, you have to.
There's an inscription. To my good friend Jim, who knew, I just thought she was another Vassar social climber. Signed Bill Clinton.
Who would imagine you'd find that at a bookstore, right?
Very nice. Just for the record.
Just for the record. See? Those are two amazing books, right,
President
James?
of the United States, it says.
Right. See? Yeah. See?
To my good friend Jim. Who knew?
Who knew he was going to run into you in the future, right?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
And I have a special gift for you too, James.
Oh, no. Is it food?
No. This I found. Two of the Old Man Stogies. We'll have to smoke them one of these days for a very special occasion.
Yes,
Once Mrs. Baldini is not in the house and doesn't kill us.
Yes. We have to probably do that outside as
right.
well.
I don't know how we're going to get by it, because if she ever finds out, she's going to kill both of us.
I'm sure we're probably giving that away.
There should be widow Mrs. Baldini. So I put that stash that one. Those are handheld stogies.
Handheld stogies
from the old man's personally wrapped.
With the discounted sticker still on it.
There you go.
So
I found them, and I said, you have to put them somewhere, James, for the
Pagoda.
for the launch, for the new launch.
Yes.
So see, I just didn't come.
I see. I'm impressed, brother.
You did all this wonderful work getting this set, and I wanted.
I'm totally impressed.
And now you can add these to your famous collection. I bet you those books are worth millions now.
I bet they are. All right, I think that might be our first segment, brother.
All right. I think that's good then.
Yeah.
Wait, is it 15 minutes?
It is 18, not counting the intro.
You have to cut some.
That's right. No. That's
all right.
Yeah. We're good. We'll be right back.
God bless. God bless America.
What's your view on homosexuality?
Yeah, I am mindful that we're all sinners, and I caution those who may try to take the speck out of their neighbor's eye when they got a log in their own. The great threat to civilization is that a few evil men will multiply.
It's worse than horrible, because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring. You mean like Democrats?
The fact that somebody decided that they would go ahead and leak classified information.
Failure to communicate.
You can all help. Don't just wait like that.
Yeah, you don't need papers for voting. You don't need to be a registered voter to help.
Now, this is worse than a third world country.
I'm beginning to smell a big fat commie rat.
I've still not been accused of anything wrong because I haven't done anything wrong. And I'm not going to do anything wrong.
We're rich. We're filthy with dough. You're filthy without it.